Man spider.
Greetings once more. We once again look at the past. This time, we seek why everything is happening. A question that is hard to answer, but one that is answered by one source. A source which now faces our heroes. Dread. Dreadlord is a mysterious figure, driven by mysterious powers, seemingly struck down repeatedly, only to rise again and again and face forces of conflict. This creature and its dark powers have been the source of the Dreadlord, have been the source of everything that has fallen. Where it came from is beyond anyone's knowledge, nor is the true source of its power. All anyone knows, if this being had not existed, perhaps the death would not have approached. Perhaps things would have remained the same. It's really hard to say. Beings pushed to the edge, to limit, can bring about great change. The people of the Barrens were pushed to the limit. For now, though, Dread is not in front of these. These people. Who can say? As things continue. Alright! Hello, everybody! Welcome to Fall of Avanswell. That was a little bit of an intro thingy there that I did for some
wrong for BTEC.
You're gonna switch to a rodent? Always rodent. Activate
gonna
rodent.
badger us.
You know, that was previous. Did I have a character named Badger?
You play a gnome named Badger.
I can also think of something else with Badger, and I'm not getting into that.
No, but I did play a gnome named Badger. That's right, I played Badger.
Long ago.
I almost forgot him. It's like, as soon as we said it, I'm like, Badger, I played that. But anyway, welcome to Fall of Avanswell. You missed our previous week for a couple weeks ago.
Mushroom snake?
That's the... yes. Our group, effectively, finished exploring some caves, rescued some people, ended up falling into a strange dungeon while trying to escape back to the south and to their home. And they've been exploring it. And so far, they found some people that are basically victims of horrible alchemical experiments. They're alive, but not in great condition. Not anyone that they could necessarily rescue them. They also discovered what the room they're in now, this nice giant statue to the Dreadlord that some people were worshipping. They killed the worshippers, so there's some dead goblins in here. They are quite dead. And that's where we left off. So
how dead are they?
They've been, just a little. You slaughtered them pretty decently, so pretty dead. Anyway. Why don't we do our normal start where we get some people doing some introductions of their characters and who they are, and a little bit of a question. So we'll roll d20s, see the order, and our question, which is the one I have posed people when I remember to give them a question, is, of course, what's your comfort meal? That's the one for this week. Alright.
Tell me this isn't going to be our roles for this game.
Sounds about right.
Wyrm, Momo, Wyrm. Why don't you give your introduction to you and your character, and tell us what's your comfort meal?
Yes, I am Diamond Wyrm, and I am playing Ixbanor, the awakened Sorcerer Ferret, subclass Alchemist. It's hard to beat a whole baby chicken drizzled with salmon oil.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wanted to say a screaming rabbit, because you'd probably hunt one yourself. I just imagine just like, trust me, don't worry about this. I'll bring back some food.
I may have spent like an hour at work looking up treats for ferrets.
Anyway, Momo, thank you for coming back and joining us.
Hi. Hello, I'm Momo. You may know me from such hits as Children of Wrath and whatever the pirate game was called. I don't remember at this point. And I'm playing Talas Skullshatter, an orc whose favorite meal is not a screaming rabbit, but is instead just a simple steak and potatoes.
Yeah. And of course, then we have Joe.
Hey, I'm Joe. I've been with Tantus since near the beginning here, so.
In the beginning, there was Joseph.
I play Umbrin Wisespark, a Liminal Fetchling Animist. And I would say his favorite meal is roasted potatoes and a good leg of mutton.
Mutton. Look, I just feel like two of you have for like a comfort meal, like something really basic, and I'm not gonna lie, it is funny for worms, but it feels appropriate.
Look, sometimes there's nothing better than just like some mashed potatoes and a bit of meat.
Exactly. All right, so yes, as we previous let off, and I'll switch our soundtrack here to the underground here. Is this one that's the one that's broken?
Yeah, you probably should have re-uploaded that.
I think Tantus is broken. Tantus is always broken.
So, yes, you have, of course, defeated the goblins in this room, and you can see that it is a large statue, which is very easily identified as a statue of the Dread Lord. There are a number of passageways leading out of here. Of course, since I have arranged you in the north-south, there is a door to the west, a door to the east. Alright, is that a door there? Yes. They updated how the doors kind of look, too, a little bit.
So this seems to be an open door.
And yes, two to the south, one is an open passage. But it has like a doorway kind of thing separating it out, but it is certainly just an open passage. But,
There's also a door back this way that we had not explored.
True.
But that might meet up with this door.
But there was chanting in this area, and that's why you came over here, and interrupted the very nice chanting and worshipping of four people.
Oh, Why are you not?
How very rude.
There we go. Nope. Why can't I select you?
Are you on the selection thing tool?
Yeah, I'm on select tokens.
There's these two weirdos.
Is the game paused?
No, it's not paused. I can move my character. Wait, I think it is paused.
I paused and unpaused.
Movement is set to combat turns. It currently is not your turn.
Oh.
Is it
Do we have a combat going on?
It says not started, so I don't know why combat would be running.
Try
started and then unstarted.
Yeah.
Begin encounter, end encounter.
There we go. See if that's fixed it.
Movement change to
it.
free mood. Okay,
good.
cool.
Okay.
Great.
Sick.
Yay!
I'm gonna go listen at this door.
Sure.
What the hell's that?
Oh, those are your two of the people you... Were you there for... I think you were
Rescued.
still there for the rescued people, right? Where it was the... Oh, no, you might not have been there for the ogre...
I mean, he was there the following day. He left early for the fight, but then he was there the next day with the next time with the people who were in cages who we rescued.
Okay, those are the people that are hanging back there. So, all right.
Yeah. We have one injured person and two.
Yes.
Healthy people carrying the injured person.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's a rat dude back there too that I'm just leaving in the hallway for now until he's needed. All right, you listen at the door over there. 25's pretty good. Would you hear anything? I think you would probably not hear anything. I'm just thinking if there would be any noise. So the answer
Seems
is
clear this way. It also might lead up to the door that we passed earlier. Should I open it?
I will open it.
it's locked.
Oh, it's locked? Okay.
It is locked. Yes.
Alright,
Okay.
it's locked.
Tantus, do you want to give me control of Eskret? So that way I can control him if necessary.
Sure.
I'm also just going to feed him a health potion because he needs it.
Yeah. Figure.
That's one dead looking rat.
Right?
I have to remember how to give people permissions to do stuff.
Remember
Figure
correctly-
potion. There we go. I think I have to put you as, is it owner or limited?
I think owner to move him around.
Okay, because you're on a server.
It maybe limited is enough. I don't know.
No, it has to be owner. I'm just checking stuff first. So you got it. You can move
Okay.
the asset. Right.
Did we find? No, we didn't find keys in here,
You
right?
did not find any keys.
Anyone know how to open a door?
Yes.
Well, you want to unlock this one?
Sure. Let me try.
Okay.
Where's my? There's my character sheet. We need my character sheet. Thievery check. Blue. Pow.
All right. You try the lock, and it is not heavy.
Doesn't Eskret also have lockpicking or no?
He does.
Thievery?
Technically, unless you critically fail, you can keep trying.
Yeah.
It just takes time.
Yep.
So. So, do you
I'm
mind if I
just
try
didn't
again?
know who had the better.
Eskret technically has the better. I just saw it, but you know what? We usually take turns, so I'll have him do it.
Like trade-off. Well, that's also a no. Yep. Let me check something. Okay. Open up some stuff here, because I need to get it.
Well, whoever's trying next, I'll cast guidance on them.
Alright.
You should probably do it on. Is that just a
Well,
plus?
that's
It's
what
supposed to
I'm-
be a +1.
Yeah, it's a +1. I can,
It's a
I'll,
+1.
I'll ping it,
Mhm.
but I don't know if that was too low to try for them to try again or not. So
Okay. Alright. They did not critically fumble that.
Okay.
That means not that.
well, I will guidance Eskret.
Okay. Let me just
Try
do-
again, my friend. Maybe you can get it this time.
this just to have it here.
Thank you.
Device. Thievery check determined by the complexity of the lock. Use a crack. Okay, yeah. So sometimes locks require multiple successes.
Mhm.
Anyway.
Thumbs up. I said that because I gave a thumbs up, and I know that I'm on video on stream, but not with you guys. So it's sort of like, oh yeah, I should say it.
Thumbs down to you, sir.
Hey, look, I'm not proclaiming that you must kill your gladiatorial opponent.
There we go.
26 is pretty good. You will make some success towards opening the lock. It is a complex lock on this one. So we need at least one more.
Since
Give me
he's
props.
already doing it, I assume he'll have to be the one to continue.
Yes, I do believe so. Alright,
Hey.
that's another good check. Alright, so you will manage to pick the lock after a little bit of time, and it will clicky-click. The door will be unlocked.
Yeah. Also, I am going to give him a healing potion, technically, before anything else happens.
Mm-hmm. Just horrible, goblin wounds, and also other goblinoid wounds. Bunch of people stack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Eskret was just a
Can I
little
do
stab.
this? Yes, you can. And you can hit use, and you can just heal. Honestly, do you mind if we give him the last potion? He is pretty hurt still.
I think I have at least one on myself. Sure.
Oh wait, he has one more. Actually, okay, he has a minor one on him. So let's actually do that. There we go.
Yeah,
Good enough for now.
I have a healing potion minor and an elixir of life minor.
Okay.
I can always give out some elixirs of life. I do have.
Yeah.
But
I'm sitting on one at the moment, so.
I have one in my pocket.
Well. After you, good sir.
I enter the room.
Alright, so, entering into this room, it is similar to some place that you had seen before, but this one seems a lot more focused. This is a massive alchemical lab. There are all kinds of vials and tables filled with all kinds of things. There also seems to be a number of things in the process of being dissected that have been left out on a number of tables. There are two large glass tubes with a kind of third chamber of some kind in the kind of connected to both of them in between the two of them on the back wall over in this area. There are a number of what looks to be jars of all kinds of strange samples also that seem to have been assembled in one area here.
well, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna take some time to examine all this stuff.
I will keep a stalwart guard.
Basically, I'm gonna do the. All right, it's an exploration activity.
Mm-hmm.
That.
Ah! Okay.
Nope, that's identify magic. I meant to click identify alchemy. Oh, that's my current. Oh, that's why. Okay, that's the one I wanted.
Okay. Alright. So, you can take some time and try to identify all the various alchemical things. Please give me your check.
Hey, do you mind giving me a little boost?
Need some drugs.
Guidance.
Need some guidance drugs. Come on. Guidance me.
What about Spider-Man? Everybody gets one?
There we go.
Only one.
Rim's pretty good. So, looking around the room and trying to identify what it is, it doesn't seem as though this area has been used for some form of research. The exact uses is not known for everything. The two tubes in the strange, the two large glass tubes, which I will tell you are like They are tall, kind of stretching up to the ceiling, but they are like medium length, so they're like 4 or 5 feet diameter, and they seem to have like connections to some kind of central thing, cabinet, chamber, something like that. That you can't tell what the hell that's for. There really isn't any good evidence for it, but it's for something. On the other hand, a lot of the alchemical material here seems to deal with studying of stuff. These samples that you can see seem to be of an unusual nature. They don't seem to be anything that you recognize from this area. And kind of looking over them, and
Is it creatures of an unknown nature?
Samples, I call them.
Samples.
It's a combination of creatures, like some look like they're animals, some look like they're like, plant material, some look maybe fungal in nature. But they're like in sample jars, and there's like things that have been used to study them and stuff too nearby. A lot of the alchemical stuff in here is just chemicals for various things. So it is really hard to identify their natural use. It does seem to be a very well-stocked alchemy lab, I'll tell you. The samples themselves seem to have a strange reaction to your presence. It's mild from in the jars, but like the animal subs, one of them, which you think looks maybe reptilian, maybe mammalian. It's really hard to tell because it's like a weird creature that's been like half dissected and preserved in one of these jars. It twitches when you get near it. The plants, the leaves seem to kind of almost like turn a little bit towards you. The fungus kind of shakes a little bit. And these are all like preserving jars and like sealed away.
Yeah.
There seems to be no kind of notes or anything that would tell you what was being necessarily studied here. Oh, you're fairly certain. Actually, give me a medicine check on the parts that are dissected, that have been like kind of left out on display.
I'll need to pick up medicine soon.
Well, this is one of those cases where you do kind of need it at this point in time, but
because I feel like there's a lot of alchemical stuff we're running into that's biological, which makes me think like that'd be good to pick up.
At least in this case, it is true. 15's not pretty good. Not great,
not
but
bad for
pretty good.
Not bad for untrained.
Yeah. Honestly speaking, you are not 100% what these pieces are, but they do seem to be humanoid in nature, from what you can tell.
Okay.
One of them seems to be what you assumed is a cut open chest. So it's just like the chest cavity, the torso of somebody or something. It doesn't look right, but you're not sure what's wrong with it. Maybe like experimenting on something and dissecting it to see the results. That's what you can kind of guesstimate. But unfortunately, you don't have enough information to know what the experiment was and what the results are right now. Mm-hmm. It does a little bit remind you of some of the work that was done to those people that were being kept alive and preserved.
Yeah.
Like they're like half dissected with stuff inserted into them to keep them alive and basically probably suspended in there alive. And it's, this...
You're talking about the people in the resin.
Yeah, in the resin. Over in the chamber up here. Yeah.
Yep. Also, just to fill in...
Nope, just keep going.
You sure?
Just keep on go. I understood perfectly. There's resin people. Just keep going.
Yes. You also took a bunch of the resin.
Cool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's like two chemicals that mix together to create a kind of resin around it.
We'll accidentally spill some on you at the end of this session.
Thanks.
You're gonna carbonite someone?
Well, then they can be fresh when we bring them back for the next time they can join.
Yeah.
Well,
Is the door above me locked?
Yes.
I think that leads back to the hall that we came from.
also, technically, if Talas was refocusing during that time, he could give Eskret a lay on hands. I think, right?
I do have a lay on hands available. I could slap the rat with.
Power of refocusing.
I gotta find where the hell that is on this sheet. Hold on.
Spells.
Alright.
I would have listened at all the other doors in this room. Wow.
There's.
Okay. So. This door here is a very simple metal door with a little bit of a grate towards the top.
This is for the rat.
Oh. Okay, he is back up to good. That is the last thing we needed.
I'm down 5, but that's not a huge deal.
So, you see no visible lock on that door.
Okay. Well, like I said, I was going to check each door since they're taking some time. Do you want me to do any perceptions?
That door there is a reinforced wooden door with a lock on it.
Okay. Well, I'll listen at it.
Mm-hmm. Perception. Alright.
Let's roll
Take a
one.
listen, and you will not hear anything on this side of this door.
Okay, and then I'll listen at the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Whee.
Nothing there. Did you listen at the one up?
Oh, I would have listened at this one, but I forgot to.
Now you're in the door.
I didn't mean to do that. Oh shit! Now I'm stuck.
There you go.
Sorry.
Listen.
Yeah, I'll listen.
Okay.
Blarg.
Alright,
Crap.
you hear some strange noises, but you can't quite tell what they are coming from that room.
Okay, there is noise coming from this room, but there's no lock on the door.
I'm curious, is this door locked?
That one's locked.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
I had checked.
Yeah,
This
I
door
just
is
couldn't
locked.
remember.
This door is locked. This door has no lock on it. It's just a metal door. This is also
How
just
big
a
is
metal
the
door.
grating
No lock.
above it?
The grating on it you can kind of peer into. You can kind of see that there's a little bit of like it leads into a circular chamber. But
Like-
you.
I meant like, is it like bars? Could
It's
a Ixbanor possibly?
an Ixbanor could
squeeze
probably
through?
squeeze through there. If you really wanted to shove an Ixbanor through the door, you could. Honestly.
No,
Also,
no, it's through a
fair-
grate, not a door.
The grate in the door. Because anyway, Ferret can squeeze.
Well, I just have squeeze, but yeah.
You're tiny and can squeeze.
Well, Ixbanor, you're the only one who could get through this.
I mean, the door is just, it's got a handle on it. I never said it was locked or
Oh.
sealed. I said it doesn't have a lock on it. I don't
Oh,
see anything.
I'll try the handle.
It opens.
Oh,
Yeah.
be quiet, guys. There is something in here. I heard sound. I'm gonna roll a stealth and move up a little.
Okay.
Alright, put little L's next to the locked one just so we can remember.
Sure. Alright. Want to unlock this door for you? So it should be
Which one were did we check any of these in this room? In the
No, you did not.
Okay.
So you've not checked anything back in the statue room.
I'm stealthing to there.
Alright, so, in this room, first off, you see a number of chains hanging from the ceilings with large hooks on them. There's nothing hanging on these hooks, much to your niceness, but you also see that there are circular grates on the floor that have, like, it seems as though a place for these hooks to attach to, and it seems to each of these hooks has a chain leading to the wall where you can probably attach the chain and pull up the kind of grating.
Like the rest
You hear horrible screams and noises coming from a number of these grates.
Oh, boy. I'll look down one of the grates.
Okay. You can see very clearly there is what appears to be a being that is probably not in great shape, but is alive. Half of it seems to be that of a, elven man, and the other half seems to be like a combination between a wolf and a bear. Like, down the middle. As the thing is slavering, and kind of slinking across the area. As you kind of approach the side, it will kind of sniff around, kind of see you, and kind of start clawing at the walls with its one horrible wolf bear claw hand and this other kind of vaguely humanoid hand where you can see claws and almost the fingertips have almost gotten sharp and are bursting through the skin as they'll kind of crawl and kind of slather and growl in your direction.
Yeah, I'm backing back up.
So what you're saying is it's half elf, half wolf, half bear.
Yes.
Well, half elf, quarter wolf, quarter bear.
The first one is correct.
I was making a Manbear pig joke.
You know,
but-
sort of awful noises coming from this room, huh?
Yes.
There's
Big
Very
horrible
gulps, huh?
experiments
Well-
in the holes.
My response is, there we go. Don't have to hear it now.
Just, uh-huh. So, yes, unfortunately it looks like, whatever these beings are do not seem sane, right? It seems a number of,
I doubt I would be
experiments, creatures?
sane if I was split in half and sewn into other creatures on me.
Yeah.
I probably would be.
I'm gonna skirt and listen at this door.
Sure. Did I break something? I did accidentally. Can I select that and delete that?
Not very well. Too much noise in this room.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic on this creature.
Okay, cool. See your check there. You
think.
currently do not hear anything from that door. I will let you know it is kind of probably hard to see, but that is a it's all a barred gate door. So it's it's a metal gate set in here. It does not have a lock on it that you can see. All right. I mean, I'm gonna guess there is probably magic left over on these things.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
You have to
the
spend time
nature of
to
it?
identify what it is.
Yeah.
Basically, I just detect if there's magic coming from it with just the spell.
There also does seem to be a little bit of magic on each of the basically cells they're in.
Mm-hmm. Actually,
I would say there's probably about a dozen such cells in this room, about which of 7 are currently occupied by creatures,
Mhm.
as I could describe them. All seem to be various experiments with maybe creating some kind of strange humanoid hybrid thing. Again, you saw the last laboratory that they were developing chimerical stuff. This seems a little bit more advanced.
This might be the main laboratory.
Well, we know this is the main laboratory at this point.
Well, should I open the gate, or do we want to go back, check out other routes?
I mean, ultimately, we're kind of trying to find a way out of here. But also, if we can shut this place down, might be good as well.
Well, what do you want me to do?
I will follow you no matter where you go.
Mm-hmm. You can decide.
Well, it looks like there's a door at the end of this hall.
Mm-hmm.
And a split off. And a door down here. So maybe we should go and check out. Yeah, that's what I was just about to do.
So over here in this corner, let me ping that. Right over here is a large-looking, horrible statue of some kind.
Nice.
Seems to be kind of staring you down. Looks maybe like a weird mixture between a bear and a dragon.
I don't like that.
Where? In the alcove up here?
Okay,
Alright.
this just goes into a roundabout.
It is not. There is a hole in the ground there.
Oh,
The bear, the weird bear creature was in the alcove up north, right?
Yes.
bear dragon statue.
The hole, I would say, it's a dumping hole.
Okay, I found the bathroom.
It's probably not just a bathroom from judging from the
I'm-
size, but
I'm making a joke.
it you know, bathroom, various organic trash that they don't longer need, that kind of thing. They do have this nice, like, chamber of, like, things in here that you probably have to clean out occasionally.
I found the poop hole.
Yeah,
I'm just referring to it as the poop hole.
you're not wrong.
I'm going to listen at this door.
Okay.
God damn.
You don't hear a lot. Again, it's kind of muffled, but you hear what sounds like growling or noise from some kind of animal.
There's animalistic noises on the other side of this door. Is it locked or unlocked?
This is unlocked.
Hey, brave Talas.
Is the door unlocked?
Yes.
Okay. I open it, I look inside with my eyes.
All right.
Axe and
I look
shield
inside
at
with
the
my
ready.
ears.
It's another circular chamber similar to the last. This also similarly has the chains hanging from the ceilings and chambers in the floor. Though this one seems to have the growling and noise making of animals. Like before, you really couldn't tell because it was both a person and an animal. This is very just, there's a bunch of animals in here. Perhaps this is one half of the experiments, the creatures captured in here. I'd say, like, you can see that, like, one of them has some wolves in there, another has what appears to be a wolverine, another has a bear, one has a group of foxes in there. So the chambers each have creatures. There's a further door to the west, and to the south there is a another one of the barred doors that seems to lead into a chamber with a lot of materials for handling animals, and perhaps feeding. So that's down this way. It leads to the area for like feeding and maintenance of creatures.
Might as well check it out down here.
Sure. And it's unlocked. Easily make it in there. Yeah, there seems to be this door over here that perhaps leads back to this hallway for in case they don't have to move through this room to go maybe feed and take care of these guys over here.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, yeah, there's a bunch of like feed in here. It's like all kinds of strange meats that have been preserved and stuff like that. Unidentified meats, various other things. It does seem as though most of the creatures they have in here are carnivorous. Also things for like probably like handling animals, various like collars and poles and
Hey,
stuff
look,
like that.
half an elven corpse.
No, baby. You're not sure.
I mean, waste not, want not.
Mm-hmm. I'm
I'll-
gonna feed you your own corpse.
I look around. Are there any baby chickens?
No.
Okay.
Damn it. Mm-hmm.
Just eggs.
Mm-hmm.
They're not too bad.
Listen at that door.
The
Oh,
door
if
next
there's
to you?
anything on the bottom one. If there's anything in there, I think I hear it.
Okay. You hear some voices in there. They seem to be speaking. What languages could you speak? I don't remember.
I speak Goblin.
Then you can understand the words that are being said here. Are we expecting any more coming in? No! Everything has been looked after. Should be good for the day. The boss out on a mission. We should not have to worry about getting anything out. Still, we should be ready. Always be ready for the next experiment. I don't like what the boss does. It's kind of gross. It's for the good of all of us. Our great Lord and Savior has given us this mission to help our boss. We will do it. We are only lowly animal keepers. We will do it. Okay.
So I'm
Here's
assuming
some
I only
noise
heard
coming.
2 different voices.
Yes. You hear some noise coming from the further to the west. That sounds like maybe a door opening.
Oh. From like where Talas is standing?
Sort of like in between there. So like kind of like, like if I'll kind of point like
through the wall.
Yeah, through the wall. Like you can hear it because you rolled pretty damn well. You can kind of hear that through there.
I will I will tell them what I just heard and say I heard at least two distinct voices, and their master is not home.
Okay. Wanna fight him? Kill him?
Probably for the best.
I'll
I mean,
Okay.
unless interrogating them is off the table.
let me know when everyone's ready for me to open this door.
Oh, is that door locked or unlocked?
The one in front of you?
Yeah.
Unlocked.
Okay. Oh, whenever you're ready, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, there's a goblin.
That is a little map.
That is a hobgoblin. He'll be like, "Rah!"
It's a little map.
He will honestly be surprised. But again, I'm just, I guess.
Yeah, I kind of like kick the door open.
Yeah.
Frankly, I'm surprised.
So let me, create encounter. No, that's not what I'm gonna do. Begin encounter. Dun 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 dun. That's toggle combat state, and toggle combat state for some other dudes that are nearby.
Probably could have rolled stealth for me, but it would have only been +1, so who cares?
Ugh.
Because I actively switch up my activity that I'm doing.
I was actually listening, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I actively switch up my
Alright.
activity, and I was like switching. I switched it to avoiding notice, which is what I assumed I was kind of doing.
Let's see.
Well, Talas.
Oh, I perception checked, not initiative. I clicked the wrong button. That's my bad. Sorry, there's two. I clicked the perception dice.
They
roll.
are right next.
They
to
are the same numbers, so
Yeah.
can you just
I
add
can-
me and then type
I
it
can
in?
add you, and then roll it. I can roll.
You have to-
That's fine. You had a 20, and you're
Cool.
still at the same position anyway, so 22 is fine. So you are first.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm 20 feet.
This seems to be some kind of chamber that's a combination office, bedroom, and maybe like management. We're guessing probably for looking after the various creatures that live here. Just from the conversation.
Okay, it's not my turn. You have to pass until it gets to me, I think.
Oh, that's right.
It's
that's
currently a
back.
goblin turn.
Yes.
Yep.
That's back to your turn.
That's still broken. That really should.
Well, I think it's
Yeah.
because it went to the highest initiative, and then you got.
No, the
I-
little background symbol thing.
Move. I raise my
Yeah.
shield and then I hit this tiny man with an axe.
Okay.
As soon as I find where the axe is, there it is. Let me make sure I do the raise shield button as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I smack. I didn't target him, but I assume a 14 misses.
Let me just check to make sure. It does indeed.
Okay, that's my
yes.
turn.
Okay. Alright.
That's me done.
Next is this dude. Alright. Okay. So, let's see here. What are your actions? Let me check just what you have on you.
Chances, you might want to adjust the map per stream because Ixbanor is like almost on top of
Sorry,
the battle
I-
that's going on.
Yeah. Let me move it out a little. There we go. Shoot it. Okay. Alright. Okay. This door over here will open up, and a goblin will step out, and I guess he'll try to stab you.
Hey, you.
He's just gonna try to.
Is that a me or is that a?
That's to you. He's gonna try to dog slice you. Holy crap!
Jesus fucking.
Really?
And guess what?
Uh-huh.
AC 17.
Uh-huh. It's fine, I rolled a nat 20. Anyway, here you go, 8 damage. The mighty and powerful goblin
Ouchie.
crits you.
You guys can
Anyway.
handle that goblin.
This guy's gonna attack you, Ixbanor.
So I'm technically actively, because I did start in avoid notice, meaning I should be actively hiding. Although to be fair, I'm not sure how that works if you just get in view of someone. I think they just see me.
Yeah, I think you were good for like this guy over in the room, but they moved into the area where you couldn't hide. Anyway. Alright, I'll just does 25 hit you?
Yeah.
Alright, 5 damage.
Thankfully, it's not a crit.
No. Just apparently I roll very well for them. Anyway, Umbrin.
I don't like this.
At least I'm in prime position for color spray.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I will, I will cast Ignition on the guy directly in front of me.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say that will indeed impact the goblin right in front of you. Alright, damage, and he dies horribly.
Good.
He screams in horror as he bursts into flame. No. As you kind of poke at him, and you use your, smoldering fire attack in melee range too. So it's the melee variety too.
Yeah.
So yeah, he burns really horribly.
And then,
Just a guy like with a dagger who came in here. Anyway, yeah.
I will mace the other one.
Holy crap! Glingor, you burst into flames! That will hit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god.
No, that's a crit.
That's a
crit.
20.
It's 20.
Oh, yeah, that is a natural 20. Alright, well, roll your critical damage on this guy.
Yeah, hold on, because I got, God, my brain is dead, and I gotta remember this. Where is
It
that?
might not matter.
Yeah, I mean, I do extra fire damage.
Oh my! What does the critical damage do?
Give me 1 second.
Because I think for a Pathfinder it's just double. Like it's just
Yes,
double
but
damage.
what I mean is
so-
Yeah.
like
I don't know why it came
your
up.
damage before murdered one. What do you think this might just kill another one?
Yeah, just roll. You can roll more if it doesn't kill him.
Well, that was just a normal mace. That wasn't a critical.
Well, again,
Well, you hit
critical is
double.
just
Yeah,
yeah.
Well,
You
there's a
do
critical
double
button.
damage.
it'd be 6.
Oh,
But
hold
then
on, let me look up criticals. My brain is.
I thought.
Yeah, but there's a critical button under with your damage thing. So,
Oh, because
Oh.
some things have different critical effects. That's why it's important to click it.
yeah,
Sorry.
rather just damage. Yep, it's fine. It
But,
still kills him.
Okay, if not, there was also extra fire damage there.
It kills him, and you smack him in the head, and his like wound on his head, like the great hero that had stabbed you and dealt you such great damage. You defeat the great hero of the Goblin people. Truly, he is dead. No longer will the Goblin people have any heroes.
And
Not
burn.
Slade.
Yeah,
He is also on fire.
You see Ixbanor like spinning the attack, getting ready to cast a spell, and you just knock them both down. And he's like, cross his arms.
They were very rude.
They could just run in here and stab you. Anyway.
Is that your turn?
Oh, I guess I could move.
Well, no, because you did a 2-action attack,
Right.
which is the flame, and then you attacked, which is 3 actions.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you're right. You're right. Yeah, that's
Alright, I'm moving on to Eskret. What does Eskret do?
Eskret will...
He will be remembered, the great goblin hero of the old.
Then...
Thank you.
What is his speed?
I think I just mentioned the curtain.
Yeah. Where's...
I also forgot to target, which
That's on the
made
front
things
page.
easier
30.
too.
His speed is 30.
He's fine then. He moved 25, technically. Oh, yeah, you can move to a flanking position, too. Yeah, you're right.
that's what I was wondering. Because I know 25 is kind of the base, and I'm like, if you can move 30... so he'll
Dirty
move.
trick.
Yep.
Oh, then I have
He's
to put, that is off guard with your flank. There you go. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, dirty trick. That is successful. You've dirty tricked that guy that you're flanking.
Yeah. Unless that's success, I don't know if that actually shows versus. I think that defaults to versus his AC.
I'm just gonna tell you, this guy's like behind a desk or something with some like papers on it that he was looking over. Probably was talking to his subordinates. There's like an open door. There's like an open door over here that they really hadn't had time to close. Probably leading into the same room the goblins came from. You know.
I don't know why. I'm just now picturing Eskret running over, grabbing a pen, and stabbing through his hand into his desk to pin him to the table.
He killed 2 men with a pencil, a fucking pencil.
And then...
Was it a number 2 pencil then?
should do the finisher.
Hmm.
Which basically
Nice.
means...
Well, that is a miss, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So.
Finisher
he's
means he does his precision damage, which is I think a D6. Yeah, because as long as if you succeed at the trick, you then can do a finisher, which is a D6. I think. Let me just double check that. But
Well, sorry.
Finisher missed anyway, so.
yeah,
Well,
no.
it might
If
still
the
do
finisher
damage.
misses, it does a little bit of damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think
That's part of Swashbuckler.
Yeah.
Ah, there it is. Confident finisher.
Because they used the dirty trick to get panache to set things up.
Yeah. Failure, you deal half your precise strike damage. And then precise strike damage is 1d6 at this level, so... I'm just gonna do this. Because...
And half of that, you said?
Yeah.
So 3.
This guy, half damage. Taking a hit. Alright! That'll be 3 actions, so it's Ixbanor's turn.
Well, now what do I do? Whatever. I'll walk up.
Mm-hmm.
You can roast some marshmallows over the burning corpses.
Only one is very burning, and only one's kind of burnt. Thank you very much.
See him sitting behind the desk, and let's see. You have penned your last innocent. You have condemned your last innocent with your pen. Whatever.
What?
Anyway, just that.
Who are you?
He
What?
probably doesn't
Ow!
even understand.
My hand! My goddamn hand! You stabbed me with a pen! Oh, God. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh-huh.
He hasn't even
Also
gotten
on fire?
yet.
You'll miss him.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Just
All
like,
right. So,
fire just hits behind him. Like, what
this
the
guy
heck's going
here,
on?
he's off guard, a little confused about what's going on. I guess he'll take an action to prepare his equipment, get it out. And then I guess he'll... yeah... He will try to break a sword strike at someone. I don't know. The guy that...
He is, because
stabbed with the
of
hand-
Dirty Trick, he is Clumsy 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good to know. Alright, one has been applied. I guess he's gonna take a strike at Eskret and then one at, Talas. Because he is surrounded. So start with the Eskret strike. Normal roll. So he'll hit an Eskret and do 9 damage. And then he'll take a strike over at Talas. I do not think a 16 will
That
hit Talas.
will certainly miss me. I have to read an ability. Hold on.
Okay.
I might have a reaction.
I think it's only if they hit you.
Yeah, it's I'm checking. Yeah, it's if they hit me. I think it's a feat if it's for other people.
Alright. So... Oops.
Lap him.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, whatever. Alright. That'll be his action, so I'll move on to Kenneth.
Alright, I'm gonna demoralize him. I'm gonna target him first. We're gonna roll a demoralize upon this fool.
You are successful.
He is frightened 1. I'm then gonna smack him in the face with an axe.
Very frightened one. Here we go. Okay.
I think you asked him a question.
10 axe damage.
This dude will take 10 axe damage.
Still up.
I will just smack him again,
Okay.
I guess.
Sounds good. Miss.
It was at a -4 or -5, so it's like fine. And I pass my turn.
Alright, this guy's dead. This guy's dead, and it's Umbrin's turn.
And hey, why don't you taste some? Why don't you burn a little bit?
Huh?
Your friends seem to like it.
Okay.
Attack.
Oh,
Alright,
the fire cold den heart. That's what I should have said.
Alright. The answer is yes.
Yep, rolling damage.
Okay. I'm gonna apply some damage. This guy apply some damage. And he dies. Ah! My paperwork! Ah! Anyway. You have defeated it, and we will end the encounter. Dun 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 dun.
We
dun,
did it.
Dun dun dun.
I burnt them all.
You did set a lot of people on fire.
Gotta burn them all. Gotta burn them all.
Fair enough.
I am going to drink my elixir of life.
Okay.
Use.
Gonna have Eskret drink his other potion.
My healing.
Okay.
That's
Actually, wait, how much? Because I'm pretty sure he's down. Yeah, he's down more than the potion can heal him. So.
Okay.
Where's items?
Getting some healing in, feeling a little better.
Clicked on the right person. Yep. Okay.
Alright.
How is everyone looking?
I'm
Overall, yeah, overall fine.
Okay. Because I
I've
also
got a
could
paper
do,
cut. Heal me.
I could also use my wand, but that's why I was checking.
I'm only down 11 HP.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
there's
down 6. Oh no, 7.
Yeah, Eskret's down 9. I'm down 5.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this room here seems to be a bunk room with a couple of beds, probably from 2 goblins. As I said, this one seems to have bedding. It also seems to be a little bit of office. Also seems to be like a area that was managing the people that worked here, which were just these 2 goblins that are now dead.
Oh, I'm stuck in a wall. There we go. I'm out of the wall.
Those poor
And
animals
here
will no
I'm
longer
gonna
over
listen
here.
at this door.
will no longer be looked after. I probably should move these 2 guys. They're in a wall now. See? You here? Nothing now.
Also, does anyone want to check the paperwork that he's doing?
I
Actually,
don't
that's a good
read
point.
Goblin.
My character. Oh, that's also a good point.
I read Goblin.
Assuming
I can
it's in
check
Goblin.
a second.
My character will check.
Okay. It is indeed in Goblin. And you hear nothing at either of those doors.
Okay, I'll go read the paperwork.
It just seems to be lists of materials used for looking after the creatures. Basically like a checklist of the animals, and also a checklist of the, I guess you could call them test subjects. Basically, the test list of the test subjects have, like, number assigned to them. The animals are just, like, bear, wolf, fox, I guess.
Yeah. If you want, I can transcribe it for you.
Yeah, sure. Or just take them.
Well, he probably has writing material here, that's why I'm saying it. I normally don't carry writing material on me.
I mean, is it important?
It's lists of stuff. I don't
No,
know.
probably not necessarily.
I don't know if the items might be important. To you, I have no idea.
I mean, just check if they have baby chickens on there, but otherwise, we should be good.
No. I didn't hear anything from the doors either. Were they locked or unlocked?
Alright, this one does not seem to have a lock on it. Oh no, actually, this one would. This one does have a lock on it. And the same with this one.
Oh, did the corpses have anything?
Good question. Other than the standard equipment they have, this one does have a keychain with 2 keys on it. Like a key ring, 2 keys on it.
I will try the key in the bottom lock.
Okay, so the one over here?
Yeah.
It will indeed work to up. Alright, it seems to be a small closet with a number of materials in there. There is, it looks like, a set of healing potions, 6 of them, of the minor ones that we've been using. Looks like it was an emergency supply. a number of weapons in here, standard weapons that just seems to be part of their gear, and also a small bag with, it looks like 3 gems in it, 3 emeralds.
Ooh. Well, we can add that to the group loot.
Yeah. Okay. So what'd you say they were?
6 minor healing potions and a bag of 3 gems.
3 emeralds.
Oh, emeralds, sorry.
Yes.
I'll
give you something that is perhaps maybe important, maybe not, but probably something you would have noticed. None of these people carry any kind of weapon.
You said how many emeralds?
3.
They do have emeralds in the list.
Then I guess I'll open the other door.
This does use the same set of keys, but the other key here. It leads into a small chamber with another door on the other side. And on the one wall seems to be some kind of strange, looks like maybe like a mirror or something, kind of ingressed into the wall. And below the mirror seems to be a kind of circular almost area, kind of niched into the wall over here next to you, with a number of notches in it.
Okay, that's odd. I'll listen at the door at the very least.
Okay.
And report about the other thing, because
So it's a mirror with a number of notches below it.
Well, no, there's like it's a inset into the wall on the southern wall. You will not hear anything. And in that inset is a mirror, and below the mirror is like a kind of circular indent in the, like, so it's kind of like, you think about like a little like table area with a mirror on it built into the wall.
Okay.
And on that like table base in that circular area is a number of indentations.
Okay, I'm detecting magic on this thing.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, I could have done that.
I'll just tell you, yes, it's magic.
Oh no, I have dispel magic.
I mean, detect magic is a cantrip. I could try to identify it. This is actually my best roll, so I probably should.
Okay.
I think I didn't take it since I knew you were taking it.
Mm-hmm.
Arcana.
Okay. I do not know the DCs off the top of my head.
Let me post the
Divide
magic one.
Please, thank you. Okay. Okay. All right. You got 21. That's a pretty good check here. So, the mirror appears to be some kind of communication device. And you think that things need to be inserted into the slots beneath there to activate it.
Magic
And learning the means for activating it. Oh, okay.
Well,
so you kind of know
I mean, the slots is probably the means of activating it.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if you'd like know exactly like
So-
what this slot is there kind of thing or not.
Like if the slots have a function like a dialing system, then maybe. But I don't think it wouldn't like tell us where the items are.
The slots look mysteriously emerald shaped.
I thought so.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was trying to say they don't have money here. You've never found any money on any of them.
I was literally funny enough, I was going to ask about that. Like,
yeah.
Okay, this needs gems. Do we need?
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to try to communicate with whatever is on the other side of the mirror?
I don't know how good of an idea that is.
It's not. Oh, okay, let me rephrase that. It's a great way to gain information, but also a great way to draw attention to ourselves.
Exactly. Especially, I mean, the master's out. Maybe that's how they communicate with them when they're out.
I will tell you, this door next to you is a heavy iron door that does seem to be locked.
Maybe it's a way to communicate with the people on the inside of the door?
Just to note what it looks like.
It's possible. It's possible. Is the door magical?
So
Yes, the door has some magic on it too.
okay, yeah, because I was about to say detect magic is an emanation, so I would detect.
Yes.
Okay.
Up to you. I don't know what to suggest.
I say we keep
mean,
looking. I doubt this is the way out, which is I think is identifying
this
that.
to last.
Yeah, identifying the way out, I think, is our primary operation. Then we can decide what to do from there.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go up here and listen to this door.
Sure. Seems quiet.
Is it locked?
No.
I will open the door.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's a hallway.
It is.
I will.
There's
Oh,
a familiar-looking statue down here. The bear dragon statue.
Yeah.
Another one right down
I
here.
think this leads back into the big circle room.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
We could just bypass that. We don't need to go through the big circle room again.
So where's your plan to go to now?
Well, we could go back down to. Ooh. Ah,
You have the laboratory and the religious chamber, which had places
Yeah.
off.
what the hell did I do now?
I'm moving blood splats. Let me just move blood
Oh,
splat out of the way.
yeah, it's not letting me.
Let me move an Eskret and a blood splat out of the way. There you go. Now you should be okay. Click yourself.
Yeah, there we go.
Eskret, are you going to the shitter?
No,
I mean,
first off, that was
Ixbanor.
Ixbanor. I just wanted to clear the area on my map. It was dark because I didn't explore it.
Oh.
So
Me
that was
playing
more
it.
just me being
me
OCD.
playing a video game.
Yeah, I'll move.
Oh, you got.
I was
you
gonna
got
say
it.
we could
That's-
go
that's
back
good.
Oh,
down to the
hold on.
locked door down there. Well,
I
we have
okay.
several locked doors we could
I
check
clicked.
out.
I clicked the wrong thing, so I was.
Well, this
I
one
am
we
currently on.
This one we think goes back to that hallway. So we
I should
could.
do is just this.
Oh, this one wasn't locked, right?
That one did not seem to be locked. It was another metal door, like the one in the north.
Then I will open it. Ah.
All right. This hallway seems to be covered in on the walls
Wait, wait.
various taxidermed mounted things that seem to be various creatures that seem much more put together than the ones over on the pits.
Lovely. So someone's creating jackalopes. Got it.
Mm-hmm. And there is a door over here.
I will listen at the door.
So they're just taxidermied creatures.
Yeah, but it looks like the things that were up here, they're much more better
okay,
created. That door also seems to be locked. You do not hear anything.
Okay. I got a locked door down here. Someone wants to.
I mean, there's a couple of doors.
Given some spatial awareness, this seems to be connected. This might be the room connected to the room. Well, they could also be separate, but they could also be connected.
Yeah. Well,
These
one
two
down
doors are very
here
close
probably-
together.
This one down
my point
here
is-
might
my
not be
point is-
connected to that.
My point is that this.
The one
why
up
can't I
here
think?
might be connected to that other room. The one down here wouldn't be.
You just hold the ping, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
hold on. So this
Why
one
isn't-
and this one are very close to you.
I can see
I understand what you're saying for these.
Because I'm not on. Oh my gosh, I keep doing that. I'm not. That's why I'm not on the selection thing, which you have to be on to ping. This area and this area may be connected, which is why I'm saying we might want
Yeah.
to go somewhere else. I don't know why.
That's
The
why
iron
I'm saying
door.
down here, I don't think would be connected.
I do have to check something. I'm sorry.
It may or may not be.
I forgot to open
But
up
I'm sure
something
if
that may or
I'm
may
sure
not be
if-
important.
There's a special way to enter this way. It would probably be a special way to enter the other ways too.
Give me a second here.
Yeah.
I don't think this is what I'm looking at keeping out. Okay, I'm just checking. Again, like I was just like I had to check some notes on my stuff for things. That
Unless you
may
just
suit
want to go
systems.
back this way and check these areas first.
Also, it is time for a break.
It is about time for a break, and I was letting you figure out what you were going to do. But that's fine. You can
Yeah.
probably take this first
A break
before.
of Kit Kat bar.
Yeah. Now that you
Look, I need to go to the bathroom, which is why I thought to
All right.
bring
That's
this up.
acceptable. Okay, everybody. If you need to grab a drink, bathroom break, anything like that, go ahead and do that. We'll just stop that one there, and I'll turn on our normal background music there too. And we'll be back in a little bit. See you all soon. Grab that drink, bathroom, sit. Some spoopy music in the background. Spoopy music? I should have done the break one. I didn't have our break back. Whatever, I had the top screen. It's fine.
What is spoopy music?
Spoofy. English work good now. Anyway, we return.
Player sound test.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
I should be working. Let me just test you.
There we go. Yep. we're
Yep,
good.
yep. Oh, I'm
I don't know
Uh,
why. I just thought I saw Joe pop up and didn't hear speaking, but that may have just been. Sometimes people like just minor talk, or
Yeah.
make a minor noise that you can barely hear.
Well, I have an adventurer in here. She's come in to hang out, but that's fine. Hey, so, what's your plan? You've got some locked doors.
We also have doors we haven't explored this way too.
Very true. You have not checked any of them over that way.
Anyway, now that my mind is clear, have you tried the keys?
I mean, I'll try a key. I'll try the keys in the one over.
Neither
here.
will work.
Okay. No, they don't work.
Wasn't a
I
bad
think
idea.
there's. Yeah, I think they're specifically for those two rooms.
Oh, did they unlock these two over here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one opened up the storage closet, and the other opened up the communication box. Perhaps, the hobgoblin was looking after stuff and not letting his goblin subordinates or any of the other subordinates play around with things. Just saying.
Yep. But you never know. Sometimes, certain rooms are considered the same and get the same key.
True.
Could be skeleton keys.
Spooky scary. Yeah. You can either try to break open the locks or check out the rooms outside the shrine room.
I still stand by the idea that we should try to find a way out. I guess we could check.
Well,
So
we
if you
can
want
go
me-
back to the shrine room, check out that area first.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Path of least resistance.
And then we can come back and look around more if we feel we want to shut this place down.
Mhm.
But
So there is
I'll go
a.
listen at this door.
I'm gonna go sneak down this hallway. Just kind of.
You will not hear anything. There's a. So I'll describe what you're seeing, Ixbanor. So this hallway seems to be marked with strange illustrations of. It looks, as you can best describe, probably very religious paraphernalia, except it's not traditional religion that you've seen before. It's kind of again, there isn't a lot of religion in your country in the first place, but this almost seems like scenes of people being burned and slaughtered by, it looks like, forces that include goblins, hobgoblins, ogres, and other creatures, basically being defeating and killing other creatures that seem very human, elf, dwarven-like. There also seems to be signs of, like, these beings also being very saviors of others of their kind. It seems to be drawn all over the walls in here. There's a lot of, like, fire and burning in these halls, in this one down here especially.
The beings are goblins and hobgoblins. You said beings being saviors. I assume that meant.
Yes, they are more the saviors. This hallway seems unmarked. So basically the hallway you're in has a lot of these markings that go all the way down this way, but this one has no such murals along the walls. It just seems a simple corridor that leads to nothing. This door does not seem to have any kind of particular, the one from you, Umbrin, any kind of lock on it.
Okay, well, I open it.
Okay. Opening the door, the hallway seems to be stained on the floor with splatters of what look like blood. On the wall here, next to
the one that leads to the door that's unmarked, right?
No. This one that leads to the south is marked. The one that leads to the east is unmarked.
Okay.
From you. There seems to be a number of what looks to be cat o' nine tails.
Okay.
They seem to be stained, and it seems as though like there are like footprints that go through the blood down this hallway here.
So there's a cat and nine tails hanging up in there.
There's a couple of them next to the walls.
Okay, so
A little stained with like, little splats of like blood and stuff. Look, you're smart enough. Probably you're supposed to walk down the hall and flagellate yourself.
I'm not going to flagellate myself.
Are you sure you don't want to?
Yes.
Okay.
That's not my kink, sorry.
Are you absolutely sure?
I will listen at the door, though.
Mm-hmm. You hear nothing.
Is it locked, unlocked?
It seems to be unlocked. Alright. Looking into the chamber down here. It seems to be an area that has a place for a number of robes, kind of connected up to one wall. I'd say they look very much like the outfits the goblins were wearing. Probably some kind of religious robes. Very black robes with like red markings on them and such. There also seems to be a number of crates and boxes in here, kind of stacked up over along this wall.
Question, are there any robes that would fit, like, someone my size?
Sure, there are medium-sized robes in here. It's probably about, they're kind of hung up on this wall over here, and a little bit over, up here on this part of this wall, so it kind of, goes partially in there. And there's probably, a good, dozen or so, robes. A few of them seem to be missing, probably ones the goblins have.
I'm gonna grab a few of them, because, hey, maybe we could, if there's any more enemies in here, we could surprise them and they'll think that we're cultists.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll listen at this door.
Mm-hmm. One next to you?
Yeah.
So Talas, do you think there's a...
You hear
all this stuff means?
Ixbanor on the other side of the door.
Is it unlocked?
Yes.
I hear something on the other side of this door.
Hi.
You have your weapon ready and you're like, oh. As the door opens,
Here,
It's some kind of goth closes door, walks away.
Look,
Here, have a robe.
you were supposed to go down the non-flagellate hall because you weren't flagellating yourself.
Yeah, you broke the rules.
Have a robe.
Alright, I'll take one of your smelly robes.
They are probably very smelly.
Stuff it in my.
Eskret, too.
Yeah, alright. Where's the
I'll
little
check
rat?
out the boxes in here.
Alright, if you want to give me a perception, search around the area. Alright, you kind of take a look around. Look like boxes and crates of supplies? It does seem a little unusual that this doesn't look like a normal area you would store just like supplies. This looks very like, it's like half the room is like religious paraphernalia and the other half is like a pile of like, water and some barrels and like dried foods and supplies and stuff like that. One of them has got like a bunch of arrows in it, like a crate of that. It's like, it's kind of weird stuff to put in here. This does not feel like a storage room.
Hey guys, this is weird supplies mixed with this stuff. Want to take a peek, see if you see anything else odd here?
I guess.
Okay, I'm small. Can I like squeeze in between the boxes and see what I find?
Sure. Give me any receptions also. Eventually they'll roll.
I mean, eventually I'll find where it is on this little thing. Oh, there.
Oh. I'm gonna move some dudes.
Or you can just open your sheet and it's easy to find.
I mean, yeah, but that was bad.
You don't really find anything in particular. Some crates, some boxes, you get it kind of caught up in it. You find some really nice dried meat, which you just, as you're looking at it, you're like, And you know what?
Chicks?
Nibble,
No. Nibble, nibble. So, like, you'll emerge from your searching with, like, a little bit of, like, interest.
Okay, you see me pop out with jerky. Don't say anything back there.
You always eat things you find in random weird places.
The answer to that is probably.
Only if they smell good. Or look good.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna check out this hallway and do a religion check and see if I can recognize anything.
Sure.
Since I am the religious one.
Yeah.
Religion.
I gave it another thumbs up.
Religious.
You'll take a look around, and
I don't
unfortunately,
get religious.
like, this does not seem to be very normal in the way of religious things that you are used to.
Yeah.
It feels much less traditional religion and more honoring, but again, like, it is very weird, and there might be some
Could I
religious
try
iconography here.
occultism?
Sure.
God
Even worse.
damn!
Again, it's that kind of thing of, like, it just
Yeah.
seems a little unusual overall. You're not quite able to identify much stuff about it.
I rolled 2 2s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I will go down this little.
Sure.
Damn it! Too far. Too far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I also was gonna check out down here.
And do a
Okay.
perception in here.
Go ahead.
Prep me
I
against the
rolled
wall.
d-
Tell me
oh
if it
my
feels-
god! 3 2s.
Mm-hmm. Well, anybody else that's there can roll perception.
I guess I can try.
Sure. You know what? I'll move a Eskret there. Eskret could be
I
there
mean, you
too.
can't roll.
If
worse
someone wants to
than
roll
I
for
did.
Eskret.
Oh,
Apparently
God,
you
you
could.
You were
Yeah.
saying, yeah, you were saying.
There is stuff to reveal for Ixbanor, but let's just see what Eskret gets. I do
Okay.
want to see if you can roll for this.
Yeah.
The 1 and 2 was in fact impressive.
How about 3 2s in a row?
All right, and a 3.
What about 3 2s in a row, an actual roll, then a 1 and a 3.
So, you will notice something that is a little unusual. You can't quite tell what's going on, but there are strange marks at the base of the wall to your south. Like on the floor.
Are you going to point them out?
Guys, there's a secret door here. Not sure how to open it or how it works.
Yeah. It's kind of like... I'll tell you this. You missed the secret door, but this is a used secret door that's enough for you to notice some of the stuff around there.
Can I get another perception now that that's been pointed out?
Sure. You can try to take another look around now that you kind of know what you're looking for to a degree. Let's see if you do any better.
Please let it not be like last time.
Alright, that's a 25. That's enough for you to actually notice, and I can kind of like unhook this secret door, which you should be able to see through the wall then.
Nope.
Okay. That,
Yes, I can.
Okay, so you can see through the wall.
Standing where you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the secret door is noticed by Ixbanor and can easily kind of
yes.
open up. It reveals it's moving into a chamber. Inside this chamber, which is currently unoccupied, there appears to be a large fountain to the one side over here, filled with a red water. It doesn't look like blood. It looks like red water, I'm going to tell you. A red liquid. It's not thick like blood, but it's some kind of very red water. Or very liquidy water, you know? So that's kind of the description I'm giving. To the other side here, there seems to be a table, altar, maybe of some kind, with some, like, currently unlit candles on there. And it looks as though a very evil-looking dagger on top of it. Also, the altar top seems stained with blood.
Okay.
Ixbanor, do you want to look at this liquid?
Sure.
Okay. It's red and watery.
Can I identify alchemy on it?
Sure. You can take their half-burnt candles if you really want, on their sacrificial altar. I mean, altar.
I was being facetious, and you know why.
I always know why.
Great.
So you can take a look at it, and you're like... There's something else in here, but it is water. It's water with something else mixed in that's making it red. You're just not sure what. It's kind of like, it's very... Whatever it is meant to basically change the color of it, not meant to make it like a really good solution of whatever it is. So it's kind of like it's watered down. So that's why
it seems to just be water with food coloring or something else.
You said food coloring. Sure, food coloring.
Lovely. You want to see if this dagger is magical?
Oh, yeah, I'll cast detect magic on the dagger.
The answer's no. It is very evil looking.
I'm gonna make a
it seems to be
check.
the dagger's blade seems to be dyed black, though there is obviously stains on it from perhaps blood, and it seems to be shaped in a way that it seems to be the blade itself looks like a flame with these two prongs out that almost look like fangs coming down from the hilt.
Lovely. I'm gonna look around the room and see if I notice anything else.
Sure. That's a pretty good roll. You will see what looks to be a dark shape within the red water. Something a little darker towards the bottom of it.
Nothing pink magical for him over that way, though, right?
Not that you...
So detect magic is an emanation.
Would unholy water pink to you?
I don't think so, actually. Because that's...
Okay.
Well, actually, no. Because holy magic is a type of magic.
Okay.
Isn't it?
So, the water would ping to you, because it's not that you fail to identify the unholy aspect of it, it's just also unholy. There's something making it red, and it's unholy water. So...
Yeah, the alchemy might not have... I don't know if the alchemy would have told you that, but at least your detect magic will.
Yes. It's evil.
It does not have the magic tag on...
then maybe
it
not.
does not have the magic tag, yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure to see if you would notice something there.
Yeah, it just has the holy and divine tag, so...
Okay. And I don't think those are necessarily magic.
Okay.
No. I was actively checking to see if it was magic.
Let me just check something.
You could argue alchemy tag can also do magic, but yeah, holy water itself
How
is apparently
deep
not
the
magic.
water?
You can't tell. It's just a dark shape that you can see. In this red-stained basin.
I'm gonna take my staff of earth and poke it into the water and at this dark spot.
Okay.
I mean, arguably, when you do a check to test the alchemy, you take like a sample. So I probably dip like at least a glass vial in there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm also trying to see how deep this thing is too.
Mm-hmm. I will tell you, like, you definitely can see very well in there as the strange glow that's in this entire place. What color did I say it was? Was it purple?
Did you? Yeah. This place was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this place was purple.
Because the last one was kind of green, was it, or something? Did I have the first one? This one glows purple. All the ever burning torches are purple, and there's some all over the place. So it has a weird color combination. Anyway, your staff keeps going and doesn't touch the bottom.
That's weird. This fountain's very deep. Okay, I have an idea then. I am going to pull out my rope and grappling hook.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna keep dropping it down. And
Okay,
see how...
the torches in the first place were purple. I just checked my notes.
Okay, thank you.
I didn't write down the color of this place. So this place I think was probably the green.
Okay.
And
Green
see
feels
how
appropriate.
far down that goes.
Alright, how much rope do you have?
50 feet.
Cool. I'd say it's about 40 feet deep.
This is very deep. I'll pull it back up.
Mm-hmm.
There's something dark down there. I see something down there. I don't know what it is, but I don't know about you guys. I don't think hopping in this water is a good idea.
I stick like my pinky finger into it.
Mm-hmm. Probably fine. I don't think unholy water does anything to you.
No, I don't think. I mean, yeah.
It feels evil, sure, but I don't know.
Holy water can only damage creatures with the unholy trait, and so I assume unholy water can only damage creatures with the holy trait.
Yes.
Okay.
Does spirit damage?
Well,
anyone have a good swim speed? Or swim?
I'm going in.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Why don't here?
Actually, wait,
Why
is
don't
that
you
athletics or acrobatics to swim?
I'll keep the rope in
Probably
there so you can pull
athletics?
yourself down. And have something to hold on to at least.
Where are you, skills?
Proficiencies.
Probably athletics. One,
There's actually a roll button. There's actually a roll button under the swim, so I'm just gonna click that and see what happens.
Cool.
Swim.
Um,
You move with feet. Increase your maximum distance by 5.
Let me check.
With the water.
kind of DCs it would be.
Yeah.
I also am keeping the rope in there so he has something to guide him.
Like, most instances of calm water, you automatically critical success. I'm gonna say, like, you're fine. Like, this water isn't moving, it's just water. It just happens to be a little deep. So you don't probably have to necessarily make a roll. Anyway, you'll dive down into the water, and you'll find out what was giving that kind of dark shape seems to be a glowing kind of lantern hooked and kind of almost floating up from what looks to be a cage down here, where there is what looks to be the remains of something suspended at the bottom of here, kind of floating in the cage at the bottom of the water.
So you said that it was a lantern shape, or it was a lantern?
There's like a lantern that kind of is like,
Okay.
it actually seems to be like kind of floating up, like it's got something that gives it buoyancy, and that's what's creating the dark shape that.
And that's
Umbrin
attached
saw.
to the cage. That's attached to the cage.
Yes. Probably to allow anybody to kind of notice where this cage is. Yeah, there's like a rotting corpse in here, deep under the water. Seems to have some like equipment on it.
If you want, you
set
can
of
attach
armor,
my grappling
such.
hook to it.
Yeah, I'll attach the grappling hook to the armor. Actually, is
To
the cage?
The cage.
You can probably
Is the
lift the
cage
cage up. It's not attached to the bottom.
Oh, okay. Then I'll do it to the cage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You want to give me a hand here?
Yeah. You get 2 pulls from the rope.
Sure. I'll say if you combine your efforts and you've got those other 2 guys, you can
Yeah.
get these.
Well, I was gonna say, Talas, you want to give me a hand here?
Yeah, I'll help.
I don't know why I'm just now picturing, Umbrin pulling and Talas just like calmly pulling and like doing all of the work.
Probably. I don't have a great strength, so
Mm-hmm.
I only have +1.
Alright. You will be able to drag up the cage. There is a person in there in armor, with what looks to be a mace at their side. The armor itself is in very good shape. The corpse is horrible and kind of rotting as it was below the water there, unfortunately for them. And it has what looks to be a symbol on it, which you, Umbrin, can very easily identify. It seems to be the symbol of the goddess of battle.
That has the symbol of the goddess of battle on it.
The armor itself is a medium armor. It seems to be breastplate.
Ixbanor, do you want to see if there's anything magical about any of this equipment?
Yeah, I'll check. Is the mace also not rusty?
No, it is also not rusty. Both the mace and the armor are magical.
They both shine in my magic eyes.
What kind of is it? What kind of mace is it?
There's types of maces. Sorry, this is me.
I have a
trying to
light
figure out
mace.
this. Let me check what kind it would be. Heavy mace is 2-handed.
Because light mace lets me actually be finessing.
Yeah. I'm just
That's
checking.
why I'm asking. Because if it's anything other than that, it's not useful for me.
Oh yeah, okay. Light mace is agile finesse, but deals 1d4, and then the mace deals 1d6, but it doesn't have agile or finesse. But it does still have shove.
It might just be a normal mace, just because that would be it's a simple club.
Yeah, if it's that, then I can't. I'm not going to be using it because I'm better with light weapons.
I understand. It would be a mace, so it's just your
Okay.
mace. There is
Well, it's
breastplate and mace.
magical. Although
It
you said
is.
magical, so it might be worth it, because...
Mhm.
I'll have to see what kind of magic... Can you identify what's on these?
Yeah, but it takes some time.
Mhm.
So basically, I can make a check.
I can just tell you, if you want to identify them, the mace is +1 striking, and the armor is just a simple +1 armor.
Well, actually, then... The
So press one, press
mace
one.
would actually balance out then, because I have a 2 dexterity and a 1 strength, so it being a +1, it would actually be slightly better than...
Because it's also striking. Is yours striking?
No.
Yeah, so that means it does.
Mine's
So that
just
one.
a regular light mace.
Yeah, so that's a +1 and it does 2d6 damage. That's what striking
That would definitely be better.
You add a damage die for striking.
You'd have 1 less to attack, but you'd have 2 dice of
Well,
damage.
I
it
know,
would end
it's-
up being the same, because I have a 2 dex and a 1 strength. And with it being +1, it would end up being the same, so it's actually just better damage for me.
Yep. As for the armor, that's +1 breastplate. Anybody that wants to use it. It seems this was some kind of, perhaps, clergy of a faith that was, you get the feeling probably sacrificed in a pretty horrible way to be put in a cage and dropped to the bottom of an unholy tank. You know, feels like it's targeted on a religious person with that one. I just get the feeling.
That actually probably is better than my armor. Let me see. What the hell am I wearing? I'm trying to find it now.
Ooh.
It's just under here. Well, we can continue and I'll figure it out in a minute.
Sure.
Yeah. I did put it into the. I did put it into the
Party.
blah, 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 party thing. So just drag it from that into your sheet.
Okay,
I'll also have the armor.
got it. Thank you.
How's that?
Well, I guess... Oh, there was still another room we hadn't checked out, I think.
There is another room. You didn't check out
Yes, up
over
here.
here. That's
So I
exactly where you
guess-
have not gone.
Okay. Yeah, you can drag those from the party sheet into your thing.
I'll
And then equip.
worry about it in a minute.
Yep.
I just put an X.
Okay.
I will go listen at this.
Okay. You don't hear anything particular from the other side of this door.
Is it locked or unlocked?
It seems to be unlocked.
Cool.
Alright. This room here seems to be some kind of common chamber. There are some kind of half-circled tables that seem to be kind of along the walls here and here. There's like a cooking area here that seems to have some kind of ventilation in the ceiling, maybe leading off into another chamber as part of the underground area. And a fire pit there. There seems to be a small area with some training weapons over here, and a small, like, sitting area. This does seem to be kind of like a common area for, perhaps, people. Currently, there's no one here. And there are 2 doors, one to the east, and of course, one to the south.
Okay. Well, I guess I will move into the room.
Mhm.
I guess I'll check out one straight ahead first.
Okay.
You can see right into that room.
Is it not locked up?
Well, it's not that it's not locked, it's that there's a gap right here and here.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's fine. You hear a really strange noise coming from there.
There's an odd sound on the other side of this door.
Whooshing?
A whooshing sound. I don't know if that's a good thing. could check out the rest of the area and come back to Wushingdor.
I like this described wishing door. I really do.
Well, I don't know what else to call it.
It's true. You do not hear anything on the other side of this door.
Is it locked?
Nope. Alright. This room here appears to be some kind of barracks. Similar, very similar to the barracks you found in the last area you explored. So it does seem to be a similar make and material to that. Currently, there does seem to be no one in the barracks, though.
Is there any chests or anything?
Sure. All of them seem to be kind of opened as if people took materials out. None seem to be closed.
Anyone else disconcerted that everything's kind of empty?
Yeah.
Fine.
But maybe we did see that they got some of the goblins who set up a big camp in that road. Maybe some of them were from here.
Maybe.
That could be why it would be. And also, we did hear that the goblins said that their master was out doing something. Maybe he took some of the people with some of the guards with him.
I mean, I get that. It's just, worrying when, 2 barracks and a bunch of other places are just empty.
Yes, it's something to be cautious about, but there could be reasons.
I'm sorry. There was at least one chest in here that was closed. I'm sorry. I was missing something here. It does seem to be next to rather than a bunk bed, a singular bed. Perhaps for the officer.
For the is it locked or is it just closed?
Seems locked and closed. It's got a padlock on it. Unless you don't hear anything on the other side of that door.
Okay.
Well, sounds like a
Someone
job for...
wants to try to- No.
The answer is no.
Oh, it wasn't... Okay, was that a critical failure?
No.
Okay.
It
Because
was,
it wasn't a 1.
it was almost a critical failure, but it
Yeah.
wasn't, because it was standard DC, and you're welcome, because that's what I'm keeping some of these... This lock is definitely just standard DC lock.
You know what, Eskret, you have a try.
I will wonderfully try and show off my massive and powerful skills. Should be once again more impressed with me. Okay. Eskret will indeed be able to get it open.
Huzzah.
Inside this chest, there seems to be a small book, a set of robes that seem similar to the robes you saw in the other room, except a little nicer, and 2 more vials of some kind of material. Unidentified.
Oh, do you want to try to identify what the
I mean,
Stuff
do we want to
is.
try right now? We've got some... So-
yeah.
We've got
Up to
strange
you.
potions. Do we also want to add mysterious potions? Something. You're gonna have to get
As
more-
long as you know where you found them, I might be able to, easily check my notes and stuff like that.
Okay, where did we find the first ones?
Damn it.
Oh, it was in the alchemy lab. I'm pretty
Hey,
sure.
guess what? I have a 20 AC now.
Nice.
The first alchemy lab.
Yes.
I could actually be up front easier.
Woo! What's the plan, man? As there's also a
Is this
very
door
much nicer
unlocked?
looking robe. Yes,
Oh, the robes. I'm sorry.
robes and also a small book.
I mean, we could add them to the sheet for now and figure them out. Is that okay with people?
So, small book, robes, and 2 potions.
Do you have it? Do you want me to go in and do it? Wyrm?
Sorry, what? I was writing down strange potion.
Ah, I didn't know if you were. I was saying, do you want to add the stuff to the sheets? Okay, you're adding stuff. Got it.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is that door unlocked?
Yes. I'm going to give you some information. It's another waste hole.
Another toilet.
That one probably is more an actual toilet. The other one, probably combo toilet and disposal for, anything that
Yeah.
passes away.
Well, we got whooshing door, and then we have the other doors in the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to open the whooshing door?
Is it locked?
No.
Alright, I guess I'll open the door.
Cool. So, this small area here is not a hallway. It is a, area that has a big... Basically, this wall here on the other side is a black void of whooshing darkness that swirls.
I would suggest backing away.
I'm gonna grab into my bag. I'm gonna get my lantern. I'm gonna shine it into the void.
It just seems to stop at the void. As if it's like a solid thing, except it's like
I'm assuming
on
that
the
my
wall
dark vision
and...
doesn't go past it either.
No. It's like swirling and moving, and like you see like it almost looks like tendrils of energy crawling across it.
I would back away.
I don't have Arcana. I need an Arcana person up here.
I'm
Where's the
Arcana.
weasel?
I mean, I know a little bit of art.
I don't know why. I'm just picturing you like picking me up and pointing me at it. Like...
I
I
actually
know a
can
little bit of.
What the hell is...
and
You're just like... I'm just like turning towards it. What the hell is that?
I guess I'll try an occult
Sure.
because it seems like it might be occultish.
I mean, I'm also gonna try a
Oh,
Arcana.
well, I can't do better than
Wow.
that.
And
Alright.
I rolled a 19.
Both of you will kind of like debate it for like a couple of minutes looking over this, and then you realize what it is. It is an open gateway to somewhere. But it's not just like... It's something unusual. This leads to something akin to... I have to remember the Pathfinder terms for it. It is the...
Negative energy plane, or
No. It is the... This seems to be some kind of netherworld path. So, the old Plane of Shadows, basically.
okay.
So my homeland.
Yes. Which is unusual, as there has not been portals to there in millennia. Like, your ancestors were trapped here long before even the split-off happened and the people were banished the Barrens. This should not be here. You have not heard of one of these. And this seems to be some kind of, maybe, network of pathways? So it might lead more than one place.
This is a gateway to my people's home realm.
So the pathway leads somewhere, you said?
This probably would not lead directly to the netherworld. It would be like using like... It's basically like Shadow Walk, kind of like that. But it's a specific pathway. Better maybe described as like a teleportation gate. Like, and there's probably places to set up. But it's sort of like you could probably put more paths along there.
Do you think this is how they get around quickly?
Maybe.
Or a way for them to get around quickly?
It also could be they're tied to another. These creatures are tied to another plane. That's where they draw power from.
Maybe the
this
Dreadlord is, but I don't think. I mean, these creatures are just goblins and hobgoblins.
That's what I mean. Like maybe this is how they maintain the weird curses on the land.
No, I don't think so. I think it's more a way to get around.
You rolled pretty well. You know, a portal like this would probably not be particularly good for like mass travel, but for like, you know, maybe key officials. Like, so sort of like this is probably not great for like massive armies. You probably couldn't use it. It would probably be very time consuming to make a massive army go through. Incredibly time consuming. It might be just as easy to like walk them depending on the distance, you know? But for like strike forces, for important individuals, something like this would probably be very good. Like, you know, hey, you know, whoever's the boss's place could have walked out of here, gone and met with other important people, and they could come back here very quickly to continue with their work. They could currently be, as far as you know, meeting with the Dreadlord or some other forces somewhere.
This wouldn't be easy to dispel either.
As far as you know, no.
I say we close the door and try to bar it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just in case someone comes from the other side. It's a good idea.
Alright.
I don't know what we bar it. Well, there was crates in that other room.
Sure. Are you just going to move all the crates from over there and kind of just pile them up over here?
In front of the door?
Sure. Give me another perception check while you're working on that, so you're moving them out of the way. Anybody that's working on moving the crates are allowed to do that. I'll even roll for these two idiots who have.
I'm supervising because I don't help with the heavy lifting.
Alright, so Talas is going to roll really well. Just never mind. Talas will roll. Talas will find, while you're moving crates out of the way, Talas, you're going to notice that when you're moving some of these, there's a secret door over here.
Oh, sick. Points to the secret door.
Perhaps that was how things were moved in to this area. You know, why there was stuff stored. Someone moved through a secret passage. It did lower the DC moving crates out of the way. But you also then rolled a 26, so,
Where's
I mean,
the
like,
secret door?
it is right over here on the western wall. So I will open it up, and you can probably see through there.
I do kind of like how we basically left these people just kind of sitting in the room with the creepy Dreadlord statue.
They've been technically moving with them. I just haven't been moving them because I'm just like.
I don't know why. My brain just says like, yeah, wait here. We'll figure it out. This seems like a central location.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to check the door before trying to do something, or?
Anything you want to.
Is it locked?
No.
I'll listen at it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Just because that has been proven to be a good idea.
Ooh,
Seems roll pretty well when listening to doors.
Okay. Well.
Pushing the door out of the way, you will easily be able to notice the door seems very, not necessarily one way, but very hard to notice on the other side. Like you can tell. So basically, and this, as you're walking in there, looks to be some kind of ancient crypt.
I don't like this.
Like there are things in the walls where there's like skeletal remains of humans and such.
Keep an eye on that. Make sure nothing wakes up.
Creepy. Why? Okay, actually, no. I have a question. Does it look like a different make? As in,
yes. This area here seems to predate where the area you've been in.
This may be a way out.
Oh, I'm gonna perceive at this door.
Okay. You don't hear anything. Also, this area has no lighting. I will note. As soon as you
I
exit
have
from there.
dark vision.
Yes.
I have dark vision and a lantern.
Mhm.
Is it unlocked?
Yes.
I pull out my lantern.
Okay. That's a gate in front of you. It seems to lead into a chamber with a massive, giant, stone coffin in the middle of it.
Oh, lovely.
Probably of someone of very importance.
Any kind of knowledge check?
You could roll a religion and know some basics of the burial, maybe.
Sure. Not bad.
Actually, I'm curious. Are the green torches gone?
Yes, this is completely dark, except
That's
now
right,
for the
so
light
there's-
source. That, Talas has. Anyway, this door will open up, with a voice coming out, "Hey! What's going on? Something need to be moved out?"
Oh, shit.
Anyway, I'm gonna open up this encounter thing.
Yeah. Well, at least I have better equipment now.
And begin enter. And then add that guy on there, and we'll roll this thing. Well, he rolled a 9. He may die horribly. Oh, there's someone at an 8.
Oh god, I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1, but you're still... Wait, no, you didn't. You rolled a 3.
He
no,
rolled
I
a 3. Alright.
Oh, never mind.
So Eskret goes first. Back. There probably is some information to glean from this entire thing that you're in, but as you're kind of looking over and what's this kind of strange thing there? The other guy walks out of that room.
25, 30.
And he was saying in Goblin, what the hell's going on? Why are you coming? Is there something planned?
You're dead.
Hmm. Well, I guess at this point, probably.
You and this.
I guess Eskret was bringing up the back.
Oops,
Oh,
Uh,
you moved him. Okay,
That
sorry.
will, I believe, be
Just
successful.
want to
if
make
it
sure it uses...
targets reflex DC.
It used mine because I was clicked on me. So it should have been plus. This should have actually been a 23. But...
Okay. That would be enough.
Okay,
He's dirty shit.
so he is clumsy.
Mm-hmm. I'm clumsy!
Yeah, because you have a default character, and if you're not clicked onto someone, which I wasn't.
I've been clumsy. How long does that clumsy last?
1 round.
Oh.
Unless I crit him, then it's until he takes an action to end it. But
I guess he's gonna make an attack too, I assume?
Yep.
Wow. That will miss. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ixbanor.
Okay.
You don't see the guy, but you did hear the voice, though.
Yeah.
So you definitely noticed.
Okay.
Guy there.
Last hit. Oh, I'm on measure, that's why. 20. That is my movement. Be gone. Foul. What is this creature?
Bugbear.
Okay. Might as well use this. So he has to make a will save or be clumsy and stupefied.
Okay. I need to get a little bit. Well, he'll fail.
Okay. So he's failure is clumsy 2, stupefied 2.
Alright. This clumsy goes up to 2, and how long does that last?
This just until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Urgh, clumsy and stupid.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Alright, next. Umbrin.
Well, I'm feeling emboldened with my new equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, yeah, I'll still do that. I'm gonna cast Ignition
Okay.
in melee.
Yep.
Oh!
Forgot to select him.
24 will
Fine.
hit though. Let me just check this and see, just to make sure. I do not think that is a... Nope. Good to know his AC. 12 damage, and he will take the full damage. Burn. Ow. He will take a good hit. And that is your turn.
Yep.
As you blast him with fire, he's like, "Arr! Ow! That was... Ah! Sure! Alright, I need to see your stats just to make sure I know what you're doing. Okay, so that is the one. Alright. He's going to brandish his weapon and try to stab you. And he's going to target you, of course, because you hit him with fire.
Yeah.
Give you one of those. Believe he has
That'll
crit
hit.
you.
No,
Oh,
I
actually-
have a 20 AC now.
Oh! Almost crit you! He does not then. You still do 14 damage. Because he doesn't.
Ow.
Try to stab you a second time. That will miss. And then he'll go for a stab on the rat. Because he's here too. And no.
That's a crit miss. I don't think that does anything though.
No, not on a basic attack. Talas.
Oh, also, oh wait, no, that was the miss should have still done precision damage. I just realized.
We would
'cause
take
if
half.
you-
Yeah.
Yeah, the half the precision. Why hadn't I clicked onto Talas? Oh, I clicked onto Talas. Okay.
Anyway. Moving up.
I'll give him the old one of these.
Ooh, demoralize. Your success, you've demoralized this man, so he gains
Alright,
frightened
good.
1. Just add on top of all his many status elements.
And now I'm gonna slap him.
That will miss.
Okay, that's my turn.
Eskret will go.
Okay. And the well, he's still clumsy too until my turn.
He's still
so it
clumsy
doesn't matter.
too until your turn. Yes.
Yeah.
And I believe frightened until Talas' turn.
There's no actual reason for Eskret to,
Get closer.
but
Or, oh, you mean to Dirty Trick?
yeah. But he can.
Other than keeping it for keeping it up longer.
Well, I was gonna say to give him panache,
I
but
guess.
there is another thing you can do, and I need to look it up. What is it called? Group. That to a sheet. There you go. Acrobatics check to try and move through him. He's gonna try and get behind him to get him off guard.
Have reaction. Well, you'll move bot through, so it doesn't matter. As I choose, just check the SE reactions. Does not.
I'm actually surprised. Well, I think hobgoblins are supposed to have a reactive strike.
They do.
Yeah.
Bugbears do not.
Oh, he's off guard now.
Yep. So now he's off guard and panache. And double.
Did you add off guard to him?
Yeah, sorry. Let me add that. Off guard. Where are you? There you are. There you go. Yet another penalty there. We're working on 4. You've certainly built them up on him.
Oh, and tumble through counts as the movement, which is good. Okay.
Mhm.
I just need to know if I. Anyway, He's targeted, yes. Well, okay, so that would not be the finisher, though, because it has to be the last attack, so this one should have the finisher.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that's a hit.
That is a hit. Actually, was that a second attack? It still seems to be a +9.
Oh, sorry, I clicked the wrong one. Yeah, you're right. So that would be a miss.
Okay. Ixbanor, it's your turn. I will remove the clumsy and the stupefied. So he's still frightened and still off guard.
He's technically not off guard to me. He's unranged. He also should technically have cover from because he's surrounded, because I can't see him directly. Although, wait, no. I don't think big people offer cover to tiny creatures.
He is only medium, but again, you're very tiny, and he's fine.
Yeah. That's a bad idea. I don't want to do that. I don't want to throw a potion, because technically that'll hit everyone around him.
I don't know what you're talking about. Blow up everybody. It's always fun.
So, I'm just going to... So one action to draw my staff, and the other action will be to do...
More fire. Burn, baby burn. That'll hit him.
I also technically dropped my lantern on the ground, but I'll just put that right up.
So much flame! Apply this damage to this man. Alright, he's burned. Umbrin. He's still up. He's got some fire on him. He's a burnt bugbear. It is so, like, bad smelling. Like, he already probably smelled bad to begin with, but you can keep burning him, so it's like, it's burning fur and hair and ugh.
Well, guess what?
Uh-huh. Let me, before you do that, let me put him as off guard to you, because that's petrified.
You might want to undo petrified.
I do.
Yeah, it shows him. Okay.
There, now I got it.
Yeah, I was like, it still shows it.
That was weird. Alright, go ahead and roll that attack. Alright, so, you will critical him because of the off guard. And still being frightened until, Talas there. So, yep, go ahead and roll that damage, and I will apply some, critical levels and stuff. So, you will take, double that. Ow, it dies.
24.
Yeah. The smell of horrible burnt fur is really awful in here, as you, like, you not only, like, burn him, you grab him in the face and like, burn him. So it's like, it's just awful and just burnt. You just went in for, like, the extreme, like, burnt the face, and, it was just, anybody that's watching, it was awful, horrible way to die, and you're like, well, that guy just, ugh. Anyway.
And then I'm going to use a healing potion, because... Oh.
Anyway, so, I will just describe to you, this seems to be a small chamber that is used as a little bit of a place to live in. It seems to have two, what looks to be bells on the wall. I'll just tell you, probably, like, this door up here and this door down here will ring bells. So basically he knows that someone's coming. But he seems to be guarding this area. And yes, this is like an old tomb in here. Burial practices that probably haven't been used in this area for some time. You would assume that this is like probably pretty ancient civilization in this area, Seems of orc design. Ancient orcs. And knowing your history is basically just as a note on the history. It's very easy to know that the Wardlands were basically conquered from the orcs, who were the original people that were living in this region. and basically, for a while, not in great shape, marginalized for a bit, but have, more and more, recent centuries have become more integrated into society here and helped build it up. The kind of thing that maybe, like, if you'd given all those people you sent to the southern continent a chance, might have done too. Just saying. Also, your ancestors were assholes. Anyway, let's continue.
Fair.
Not Talas' ancestors. Everybody else's.
Yep.
Talas' ancestors, they didn't ask for any of it. They were just living here. So. Anyway, yeah. What do you want to do now? You have cleared out this guy and is watching this little tomb down here. There is a door to the south. Does that door exist?
I guess I'll go listen at it.
Mm-hmm. It seems to be like an old chamber door to what looks to be maybe like a tomb door. Closed up. Hello, Puss. Seems quiet.
Do we want to continue this way? We still have stuff we didn't explore up top.
We should definitely check out that last room and maybe try.
Oh yeah, that's the way out. You basically discovered the way out.
Okay.
Yeah, that would lead into some old tunnels that would go beyond here. So you have indeed discovered a way out. I'm just gonna leave these guys here because, like, they can just hang out here.
Oh, damn it.
Yep, we'll tell them to wait by the exit.
I'm gonna have them move to a tomb. Ah, you went to the wall again. I love it every time you go into the wall, random dudes.
Do you want to try unlocking that door?
Yeah, and the sneaky stack will try unlocking it.
Go ahead. Which member of the sneaky stack Sneaky stack are doing it?
Probably Eskret, he's just got a better skill.
Mm-hmm. No!
I mean, basically just let me know if it's crit fail, otherwise I can keep doing it.
Guidance.
Actually, let me think about here. That 14. No, it would not have been. But a 27 will be enough to work on the block. You've made some success on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You basically lose all progress on a
Hey, crit fail!
Okay. Well, time for the ferret to try.
Well, this will be hilarious. Good luck.
Oh my gosh.
That's a crit fail! Well, you both crit fail now.
Well, time to repair some stuff.
What's this door made of?
Wood.
Alright, I'm just gonna kick it in.
Okay.
Or axe it down, because I have this thing called an axe.
Yeah.
axe is
If you
pretty
really want to
good.
axe it down, you can. I'm not going to roll for anything. It'll just take a little bit of time, and you can just destroy
It's
them.
an axe. It's a big axe.
Yeah. Honestly, they are just wooden doors. Anyway, I'm gonna let me go over here and let me go to this door and select this door. That's making a
I mean,
door
if it
now.
takes 10 minutes to axe it down, I'm not sure that. Hold on, I need to look at the DC. Actually, no, I think 15 is just enough to repair one toolkit in the
I'm
meantime.
just delete this door. Guess what? You destroyed it. Congratulations. There's not a door there anymore. There's some splinters. You've done a good job.
Yeah, I am a dude with +3 strength and an axe.
So, the room in here seems to be some sort of elaborate bed chambers. There's a very fine bed in here, very fancy looking, a personal desk, a wardrobe, a chest, all very, very nice looking.
I don't think we need to unlock this door up here.
It does
True.
seem like perhaps it leads to the same room.
Is there like an unlock on this side for it?
Is there a deadbolt we can unlock for it?
Yeah. Is it
I
just
don't-
like a Skyrim door, deadbolt?
I don't think so. I think it's just like, a lock that you can lock in, probably from the
Old,
other
like
side.
old doors, you need like keys normally.
That
It's
one.
the type of door from Fallout where like it's half smashed out, but it's locked and you can't just reach it and unlock it.
That's
my
just
favorite.
that door's just
My-
nice looking. Okay.
My favorite are the it doesn't open from this side gates that are just like bars in Dark Souls. It's like just a series of bars that's like it does not unlock from this side. It's
I
all
can
like
fit my arm through it.
yeah.
No. That's not how it works. You've got to smash it open. Don't worry about it. So, that is what is in this room.
I take it the chest is locked.
No.
Oh, I opened the chest.
All right. It seems to be a set of alchemical tools. Very nice looking ones.
Hey, Ixbanor, I think we got a present for you.
What kind of what kind of tools?
Alchemical. Let me see.
Woo!
This is stuff that's not the area.
I got new armor, new weapon. You get.
Yeah,
some new
Alchemist.
tools.
There is
Is there better? Is there like enhanced ones?
there's an expanded Alchemist lab. I don't see an expanded Alchemist toolkit.
Alchemical gear is the normal one. Chemical tools. I'm just trying to look up something.
Chemical chart, lesser. Chemical atomizer.
Because there's like Alchemist lab, which
It's usually brush picker and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lab. There's goggles. Alchemist haversack.
I mean, honestly, you could just give me one that gives a item bonus to crafting to identify alchemy stuff when using it. Like, it's not that like it's very on par with a lot of other stuff. So
Yeah. So think of it as just like a alchemist toolkit with a +1,
It's a
bonus.
masterwork alchemist tool.
it's probably just to say for toolkit, it's probably just for identifying stuff.
Mhm.
I
I know there's a way to like that there is defined in the entire tools for like once they get bonuses, but I can't figure out where it is off the top of my head.
Oh yeah, that one I actually know where that is. Let me.
So it's like a toolkit that gives you +1 to the check.
Yep.
So-
Pathfinder.
It's a very, very nice toolkit.
Yep.
I'll just describe the like boudoir is full of clothes. A lot of really nice looking black robes. They look very similar to each other.
I don't like the ones we're wearing.
No.
Oh,
They look very similar to the robes that this man that claimed called your ferret a rodent wear.
I'm stealing his clothes.
All right then.
Levels for permanent item bonuses, skill bonuses +1 should be around level 3. Is that what you're looking for?
Yes. So it's like a level 3 version of the item. It gives you a +1 bonus.
Yeah. So.
Hey, you got an upgrade.
Woo.
Yep. These are very nice tools. So much better than your tools. Your tools were fine and have like memories about them, but these tools, really nice tools.
I keep my old case and just replace all of the tools.
I'll say you can probably also find in the chest an extra set of keys. I'm going to assume whoever has keys to this door has keys, but these seem to be another set of keys to the door. You know, in case you need to get an extra bonus. So, you know, magic people be smart sometimes like that. Alright. What else are you doing? Doing anything else in this room? You got evil robes, some keys. I almost going to unlock this door. You get keys to this one. There you go. Switch this.
I guess I'll unlock.
I just unlocked that door for you. This door, it opens. If you wish to. That one is not locked. That room seems to be some kind of small library. There are 2 shelves filled with all kinds of books.
Anything on religion or occultism?
It seems to be a variety of topics. Many of them dealing with arcane and alchemical. Probably not religion, but maybe some occult topics too. I would say there's definitely some for that.
I'll take some cultist ones. Hey, Ixbanor!
Yeah.
Attention.
You want some books?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Maybe you could learn about what they're doing here.
I mean, again, this seems to be some kind of small research library. Probably do some personal research on things. Variety of topics.
Well, now we're stealing their research, so...
Sure. A few of these books seem a little burnt and written in Elven.
Does this guy have fire associated with him?
I mean,
he did do that big fire explosion thing, yeah.
Blow up and burn down a lot of the college when he killed your master. Yep. And he did have a bunch of people steal a bunch of stuff. Yeah. These I would put on some of, like...
library.
These would probably put on the level of, like, they're probably not the rarest books. These are probably, like, uncommon level of books. So these are good references if you want to take a bunch of them. But they're not, like, you know, the super rare. Probably has a better... probably keeps more of those in special places rather than just, you know, here.
Yeah. I'm gonna add them to my pocket library.
Okay. And this door over here that you were looking at, it was barred and locked, so they really didn't want anybody coming in through here. But you have the key to it, and you can remove the bar. So I can open that. And there's this nice communication device. Yeah.
Actually, that is one thing that's interesting, is the pocket library does say that, like, oh, you store a bunch of books in it that you found around. But it doesn't actually give a specification for, like, how that works.
Yeah.
Extra dimensional space.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of picturing it as just an extra dimensional space that I can only put books in.
Yeah, kind of like my Sunday game where I gave you guys money pouches that were extra dimensional but could only hold coins.
Our coin bags of holding.
Yes.
Our cash bags of holding. Is there anything else you want to do here? Or anything else to do? I really think there's only like...
The only other thing to do would be to try to destroy the experiments.
Mm-hmm.
And put them out of their misery.
Yeah.
I ain't got a good way of doing that, so...
Neither do I.
Other than casting, ignition down the holes a bunch of times.
Yeah, just like torture them for a little bit until they die, you know?
I didn't say I had an easy way to kill them. I said I have a way to kill them. could just leave.
I think leaving would be a good idea.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
get out of here. Not much more we can do here.
Oh, you don't want to play around with the communication device?
No.
Not particularly.
Aw.
Kind of. Yes, I really do, but I feel like I'd be like, I'm gonna go do that, and then they'd grab me and just drag me away because it's not hard to do.
It perhaps would have been a terrible idea, but you didn't do it. Oh, fine.
I think it's a horrible, horrible idea to try to mess with that.
Alright, you can leave this place, and we'll move to a different map. I'll activate this forest scene, and just move you out of here because you leave it. Failed to save your change. I think someone was moving, so I couldn't leave.
I was, sorry.
Yeah. So now I should send all over there.
Yeah, it sent me there.
There we go, in the forest. There's some stuff there. I haven't cleaned it up. Don't worry about it. Anyway. Alright. It will not take you long to navigate your way through some old caverns, which seem to be connected to the entrance to the tomb. It seems as though the entrance was buried at some point in time deep in the past, and you can connect into some natural caverns. It doesn't take you very long after moving into the natural caverns to escape back out into the wild. Somewhere to the south of everything that you were at. Who knows how far away this was?
I was going to say, maybe we should camp in the natural caverns.
You can do that if you wish to.
Yeah, before we head out.
I'm still pretty hurt.
We all are. Well, Ixbanor's very, very hurt. He'll complain a lot about how hurt he is. He's only down 5 HP, but he'll complain.
But what
My
I will
horrible
do,
wounds.
What I will do before we rest, just because I can, is I will cast Heal.
Ooh. Ooh. An emanation for everybody. Heal, all my friends. Heal.
Everyone heal 4.
Still. That's a little more health that everybody has.
Hey, I'm back in the 30s.
That was some strange stuff we saw down there. Really weird. I think I'm permanently scarred by all that. Scarred. Yeah, what my brother said.
Yes, it was quite bad.
I've seen things that I'll never never be able to sleep without seeing again.
I'm gonna rest for the night.
How do people put up with all this?
I'm only down 1 HP now.
Lots of repression.
Unfortunately, this is the world we live in.
We're gonna repress a lot of this thing. Yeah, what my brother said. We'll repress a lot of it.
And
At least she doesn't have to worry about it.
Alcohol helps.
Alcohol kills me.
So what's all that stuff we found in Saul mean, anyway? Big old statues and pits of red with water and places with chopped up people and animal people.
The
we
Lord is experimenting on people.
And we have no idea why or what it does or how it works.
I guess we gotta thank you again. You and my brother, we probably would have been ended up as, some animal people if it wasn't for yous.
Yeah, well, we gotta get back to town and report this.
Well,
I
hold
dream
your
of being
thanks
a bear.
until we get somewhere safe. We're not out of the woods yet.
Sounds like a good plan. Alright.
When we do get back to civilization, drinks are on me.
Why don't we leave it there? It's a pretty good place to leave it now that you've gone through all there and explored all of that area. You got through the dungeon. Thumbs up. You didn't do anything to trigger the horrible boss monster that was hidden there. Thumbs up.
Yay!
I'm guessing the playing with the thing would have done that.
Playing with the thing would have activated. But playing with the weird tube thing in the alchemical lab would have activated it if you wanted to dive in deeper into what that did. Or if you contacted the mirror, the guy could have remotely activated it and you'd have to fight giant monstrosity.
Yeah.
I happen to have the
There's
stats
a few
for this.
ways of doing it, and we did
Yeah. I don't know, this horrible flesh warp prototype that I could have put out. Let's see how big it is. I don't have it's medium size. I don't have a picture for it because it's going to upload.
And apparently Momo's picture is... it's broken on this.
It's because it hasn't been changed. This is like
This is the old token. Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
old
So
token. I really have to figure out how to fix the tokens and stuff for this for me. It wants to
I feel like
upload from Foundry, from wherever I've saved it on Foundry, and not from looking on my computer.
you might need to put it in the Foundry folder, which it
I'm just gonna do that noise. Ugh,
yeah.
I might have to. I'll figure it out. I'll
Yeah,
look into it. But,
Honestly, I feel like me or Joe could help you because I basically showed Joe how to do that the other day.
mhm. I don't know. It seems as though all my uploads no longer want me to navigate to a place that they used to.
I really do think you need to put them in the folder. There is a way to put them in the folder when you go to input an image.
Why do I have 2 tokens now? I did something weird. Do you want to delete one of my 2 tokens here?
I don't even see your second token.
Oh,
Sure.
I don't see. Actually, I don't see either token. You have a token on this map, according to
I have a
what I
token.
see.
I'm moving it around.
Oh. It's Eskret's.
I'm standing next to my
Wow,
back now.
you don't work. You seem broken.
Oh, mine is broken. I can't move mine.
Yeah, Joe, you disappear when I select one of the other players.
Weird.
Well,
Look
Yeah,
at the
that
video.
is weird.
I'm gonna delete your token and let's just put tokens back on here. Just put a new token on.
delete everyone's token and put them back on.
Yeah, this one's a little broken.
I feel like this one. Yeah, I feel like this one got broken in the update.
There.
Oh, that's
Now, do you
wrong.
see me?
We haven't been here since the update.
Oh,
There we
that's
go.
weird. I moved my bat and I disappeared.
I accidentally put an extra Eskret down.
I'm gonna keep it.
You're probably behind Talas. Nope.
No,
Yeah,
no.
oh, actually, no. Clicking on any player gets rid of you. That's so
That's weird.
weird. You're invisible. I don't know what's on this map.
Try it now. There was something weird selected, and I don't know what it was.
Oh yeah, now I can click on people's tokens and you remain. Right.
Okay.
Oh, does that mean there's a way to delete our own characters? That's cool.
No, it was something that made me invisible to everyone.
Oh,
Yeah.
you probably put in an invisible condition on yourself.
It's so
Somehow by accident.
interesting to do. Why don't we give some shout out ending information then so we can end the day.
Yeah.
I guess other than Wyrm, anybody have anything to shout out, or we can just move on to
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, Wyrm, give me a shout out, please.
I'm Diamond Wyrm. You can find me on twitch.tv/DiamondWyrm or at DiamondWyrm on Twitter, Blue Sky, and DiamondWyrm9234 on YouTube. Next stream should be Friday. Same time this other guy streams that, I don't know. This random guy whose channel I walked onto.
I don't know, just some weird random. And he just showed up here one day, and I'm just like, I guess I'll keep it. That sounds terrible.
Ferret.
I did. I just kept this ferret. I'm just like, it's the same way with picking up the ferret and putting it at the horrible portal. You're just like, ha. I guess you can say it, ferret. That imagery is just gonna be my favorite one of just picking up the ferret and being like, what
is this?
And next week we should have a new person join us.
Yes. Again, thank you, Momo, for joining us this week. I'm assuming you
Yes,
probably can't join
appreciate
next
it.
week.
Nope.
But you're popped in there. Unfortunately, Kip had to step back because of personal reasons, And we're going to be having a new player next week. We'll kind of play it by ear as to, who can have around here and there, but getting back in the city will be an opportunity for that, for some new people to pop in, as we'll at least be moving into the next part. And honestly speaking, I think at this point in time, go ahead and level yourselves up to 5. We're getting 2 levels in between the sessions here.
Oh boy.
You have earned it. You've earned your epic adventures here, because there really will be only a little bit of stuff navigating back home, and you're pretty much done.
I will have to figure out how to level up on here.
Yep. I'll leave things. Just let me know if you're going to be around, and I can probably open up Foundry. Anyway, myself. Check out my other stuff. Make sure to check this out. If you're on YouTube, make sure you at least give a subscription. Let us know what you think in the comments. Big way to support it there. You can always join us live next Wednesday, 8 p.m. EST. Fall of Avanswell, next episode. Check it out. And everybody out there, I hope you enjoyed all this, and have a great rest of your day. So for now, goodbye.
Bye.